Hi there, students. Something can be in its prime, or it could be past its prime as well. So if something is in its prime, it's in its peak condition, it's its peak state, it's its most useful or most productive period. So I guess the Roman Empire or the city of Rome was in its prime probably about 100 BC. Maybe you'll argue with me about that. He was an athlete in his prime. I'm thinking of gymnasts. I think by the time a gymnast is 20, they're probably past their prime. So they're over the hill. They're no longer in a state of peak performance. Or perhaps you have a plant which is flowering and it's in its prime, it's at its best moment, all of the flowers are strong and open and it hasn't started to go downhill yet. Or a person can be in their prime. Yeah, if a person is in their prime, they are strong, they are at their best time, they're in their most successful, most productive period. They are in ideal condition. So you need to use things or make use of people or be productive while you are in your prime. She was past her prime, past the prime of her working life when she retired, but she continued working as a consultant. So if you're in your prime, you're at a stage of your existence where you're strongest, you're most active, you're most successful. I would like to be able to say I'm coming into my prime now, but I'm a little bit past my prime. I forget things from time to time. So to be in your intellectual prime, to be at your best moment. A football player is probably in their prime between about age 25 and 30. And I think once a football player goes over 30, they're probably past their prime. It's something at their peak of physical or mental excellence. The dancers were in their prime. The best years of their career. To be in your prime, this is the best possible time. This is the most important period. So in his prime, he was quite incredible, active and in good health, but in peak condition. So to be in your prime, to be mature and at full strength. So I don't know, when was Britain in its prime? Well, I think Britain was probably in its prime about 1900, 1905. I think the best British products ever made are from that particular time, the Edwardian period. So something is in its prime, it's at its best, it's at its maximum, and then it slowly transitions to a point where it's past its prime. It's still very good and still very active, but it's not its absolute best. And this is the idea of the prime. It's the high point, is at its prime. It's in top form. She's in her prime. She's in her early 30s. This is particularly used for sportsmen and people like that. So to be at your prime as well, or in your prime. You could be past your prime. This is after your most successful stage. And then prime, this comes from primus in Latin, first or top condition. So in your prime, past your prime, 5 in formality, use anywhere. So prime, past your prime, in your prime. Bye for now.